Charlie the Tuna. Matter of taste. 1. Always Charlie the Tuna, if you please. Never just plain Charlie Tuna. He's no ordinary member of the tuna family. He's not just one of the fishy hoi polloi, like God and his I am that I am from inside the burning bush, when Moses asked with whom did he have the pleasure of speaking, so that he might tell his people where the hell he'd been, what had taken so long. Charlie the Tuna undeniably is that he is too, but without the heavy-handed drama of shrubbery on fire. It would have been so much easier for Moses if he could have simply told his people that Charlie sent him. 2. Created in advertising's animated image of a beatnik, 1961, Charlie sported dark glasses and something like a beret until that craze, finally faded. Then his glasses lightened up, became semi-studious horn rims. Artist Tom Rogers drew Charlie based on an unlikely friend who played a little jazz in the village. But Charlie's offbeat voice was straight out of Brooklyn, a prescient bit of hipster typecasting decades ahead of its time. 3. And no insipid tuna fish jingle for StarKist, even though Charlie himself no doubt could have sung some killer a cappella. No yum yum bumblebee, bumblebee tuna. No ask any mermaid you happen to see. What's the best tuna? Chicken of the sea. Bumblebees, fish women, chicken tuna hybrids. If that's what I had to work with, maybe I'd try a little buoyant music too. Instead of music to his ears, Charlie heard the same voice over and over in his more than 80 TV commercial appearances. StarKist doesn't want tunas with good taste. StarKist wants tunas that taste good. So Charlie's one of two things: resilient or dyslexic. 4. That's more than 80 schemes a single tuna fish dreamed up to demonstrate the good taste he kept thinking StarKist wanted. Classy musician, veteran world traveler, slingshot abstract painter, interior decorator, breeder of thoroughbred seahorses. One time, his annoying little sidekick fish found Charlie poring over one impossibly enormous book, and of course he had to ask, as if he really cared, "What's it about?" And Charlie didn't miss a beat. "It's not about nothing. It's poetry." 5. Charlie, the outsider who desperately, most definitely, wanted in. 6. No one was immune to the rampant 1960s national paranoia. Vietnam, JFK, LBJ, MLK, RFK, Richard, Milhouse, Nixon, and Vietnam again. Charlie's more personally disheartening variation, some preposterous inverted paranoia, worse with every passing day, that StarKist wasn't out to get him. 7. The unseen StarKist trawler that kept Charlie hopping and hoping was as powerfully unsatisfying as playwright Beckett's Godot. Charlie will be in the same non-boat tomorrow, and when that's exactly what happens, how much will he remember of today? His dream is all but dead in the water, even if he doesn't see it that way. The one thing he knows for certain is he's still very much alive, and he's not sure what to do about that. 8. I'm guessing that most of us, given the luxury of choosing, would want what Charlie wanted. We'd rather be told, "You have good taste," than "You taste good." Although, if we ever hear the other, let it come from the lips of a lover we've had the good taste to take on. 9. And as for its own sense of taste, trading on Charlie's good name, StarKist offered Charlie the Tuna merchandise galore. Alarm clocks and watches and bicycle radios, pendants and cufflinks and earrings and cameras, bathroom scales, telephones, coin banks and lamps, neckties and t-shirts and ball caps and beach towels and best of all, Charlie the Tuna highball glasses and Charlie the Tuna lowball glasses, so that we might better make ready to face another day's unfailing ups and downs. 10. His sorry Charlie rejection note was sent down every time on a gigantic fishhook. Quickly, it became one of the most popular American catchphrases of its day, embraced by school kids, mobsters, and editors alike. A thanks but no thanks blow-off, or a watery apology at best. After Edman Rogers, 87, drowned in his backyard swimming pool, everyone at his funeral was thinking the same thing as the casket was lowered. And one completely unself-conscious little girl with moxie had the good sense to yell it out loud for all of them. Sorry, Tommy. 11. The girl I was sweet on in second grade was traumatized by my Disney comic book, wherein Donald Duck and his nephews sit down to a supper of duck lovingly proffered by Donald's own Sweet Daisy. I tried explaining that what lay there on the platter was a different order of duck entirely, the edible, non-wisecracking kind. This was a dinner party, after all, and not the Donner Party. Still, Charlie wouldn't be caught dead eating a tuna salad sandwich. 12. Advertising has always had its share of animals too gladly, serving up some version of themselves, no matter how obliquely. Hundreds of pigs on southern highway billboards shilling for barbecue joints. Chickens, wholly unruffled, shamelessly hawking their own less fortunate. Drawn and quartered, battered beyond barnyard recognition, then deep-sixed in the fryer. Charlie never called such unwanted attention to others of his kind. He tried to do whatever he could for his own greater glory. He was that he was. Take him or leave him. All Charlie or nothing at all. 13. In his mind, he'd been born to play the part. Charlie, the Tuna, the chosen one. Sort of an undersea Dalai Lama, but minus the requisite humility and one more stubborn fact. He was never chosen. After his forced retirement, Starkist slapped his likeness on their label to keep him alive, in a manner of corporate speaking. They'd always done that much for him, although he'd never asked them to. But by this time, hardly anyone remembered who he was, the household name he'd been, his steadfast, animated dedication to good taste. I'm sorry that it had to come to that. Sorry his inspired, misguided efforts now are all but lost. And even in a lifetime full of more substantially regrettable occasions, more than ever, I am unapologetically so very sorry, Charlie.